Cold calling scripts for freight brokers. What makes cold calling and freight brokerage so unique? It's the diversity of how our customers operate. Every shipper, every customer has its own distinct playbook. Imagine every shipper speaking a different dialect of the same language. Simply put, every shipper collaborates with a freight brokerage for their own unique reasons, and cold calling is the key to opening those doors. I'm Benjamin Kowalski with Freight 360, where we provide the latest transportation sales tips and training videos to help you reach your goals faster. If you're a fan of the content, please support us by crushing that like button and sharing us with all of your colleagues. And for more info on our freight brokerage course, Freight Broker Basics, be sure to click the link in the show notes or go to freight360.net for more free training material. Given the diversity of how shippers operate, how can you make cold calls without a ton of research going into every company you're about to call? I mean, isn't cold calling like trying to fit one key into hundreds of different locks? Well, remember, cold calling isn't about hard selling. It's about trust building, problem identifying, and solution offering. It doesn't matter that most shippers have different standard operating procedures than each other, and that many of them will have different needs, desires, and reasons for working with a freight brokerage, because it's the flow of your conversation and the trust you have to build that matters before you'll ever unlock that first door to move that first load. So instead of a one-size-fits-all script that you're going to read like a robot, think of this as a structured approach, your cold calling map to navigating any conversation. 1. Immediate engagement. Ditch the monologues. Put yourself in their shoes. Why should they care? Lead with something that would matter to them. Is it your niche expertise, like drayage? Maybe it's cross-border. Maybe it's fresh produce. Could be open deck. Do you have carriers looking for backhauls where they're located? Have you delivered to their location for another customer? Begin with that. What would matter to you if your job was to arrange trucks at fair rates and reliable service? Here's a hint. It's not much different than what matters to a freight broker. Number 2, the power of conversation. Once they're listening, steer the conversation, but let them hold the wheel. Questions like, we frequently deliver loads to your area. Have you experienced any capacity constraints lately? Keep the dialogue flowing, and following statements with questions engages and subtly directs the conversation. Number 3, active listening. The underestimated superpower. It's simple, 2 ears, 1 mouth, but it's the depth of your listening that matters. Listen actively, focus on their tone of voice, their pace, and adjust your speech to resonate with theirs. It's a psychological dance and building trust without actually using the words you're saying, right? Number 4, inject energy into your voice. Remember those radio hosts that sounded so lively, or the guys that do the voiceovers for movie trailers? Be that. Stand, smile, move around. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. And your voice carries your enthusiasm, your commitment, and your assurance. Number 5, questionnaires, the guiding compass. Be prepared with a set of open-ended questions. Here are some examples. Is business been pretty decent this quarter? How are things shaping up for the next quarter? Describe your shipping process to me. How does a typical week look for you? Any challenges you face during your peak season? Are there carriers you've had remarkable experiences with? Remember, open-ended questions open doors. They unlock insights, which are valuable for both you and your prospective client or shipper. Number 6, the art of closing. Last, but certainly one of the most crucial, don't leave without making your pitch. You've navigated the conversation, you've built trust, now is the time to anchor it. Politely ask for their business. Take that initiative. A simple, well, considering our discussion, do you think there's an opportunity for us to assist you at maybe some point? That alone can make all of the difference between not getting a customer and getting the next opportunity to move some freight. In a diverse industry like logistics and supply chain, a cookie cutter approach just won't work. It's about crafting a personalized experience in every call, recognizing their interests and their needs, and genuinely caring enough to deliver a solution that works for them. Your cold call is your handshake, your first impression, so make it count. For more tips on building successful freight brokerages, check out our website, freight360.net, and for more information on our freight broker course, Freight Broker Basics, where you'll learn everything you need to know about earning a living as a freight broker and what it takes to build a successful freight brokerage. And remember, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you're right.